quietly walk, or Ruck, because we are carrying our get home bags, me, and my beautiful bride. We are also killing two birds with one stone and walking the pup. And every night we ruck a mile and a half up hills. Yeah, it's pavement, but whatever. It's the whole point of a get home bag, right? We work in the city and you never know. Civil unrest, natural disaster. You got to be able to ruck what you got. So here we are. Now, you may have seen in my channel, my get home bag was a Maxpedition Vertx Fat Boy, and we've upgraded. Why did we upgrade? Well, I wanted to ruck, and when you want to ruck more weight. So we are rucking more weight. What was that? Nothing. Alright, didn't fall off of my bag. So, rucking more weight. So right now, my bag is roughly 22 pounds. We'll be putting in a few extra things. And we're going to get it up to about, give or take, about 28 pounds. Because rucking back from the city, that's really all I want to carry. I don't need a military load out of 50 pounds. So right now, to take a look at the bags, I'm going to walk up behind my bride and show you the bags. Hers, it's been featured on the channel before, and hers is the Greyhound's Tooth. And I'm going to pass the camera off to her, and she'll show you our bag, or my bag. Here. I've got the solid black one. I've got my rain cover attached to my front because you can see the ground's wet. We're in between rain showers. So we'll do a detail of how I organize it as well. But I just want to show you, we use it every day. Stay tuned for the table where we'll break it apart and really go in depth at how I organize my bags. You've seen my wife's briefly, but mine's a little different. Stay tuned. All right, so here we are at the table, having a little bit of coffee on our rainy day to discuss the loadout / how I organize my bags. This is the bag. I have done a previous video. My wife said there are a few little things that I did not touch base on that video, so we're going to touch base on those today at the table. Also, the reason, as you saw from our opening, we are rucking. We're trying to get physically fit because whatever you're carrying in that emergency situation, whatever it is, car breakdown, civil unrest, you know, the world's ending, whatever it is, or hey, I left my wallet, I can't get gas for my car, I got no cell phone service. It's a get home bag, right? But what most people don't do is they build a get home bag and then they don't train with it. So we have been training with more weight, and that's what I wanted. My original get home bag was this Maxpedition Jumbo Fat Boy. This bag is excellent. It's super durable. As you can see by the condition, it is still used to this day. It is my dedicated hiking bag. We use it on trips and everything else. My camera, my GoPros, all my batteries and stuff go in this now. A little bit of survival gear goes along with us. water, and a couple of snacks. It's a great day hiking bag with a little bit of emergency stuff in it. That's what is utilized now. But for physical fitness, because I am now wearing a Sheepdog Response shirt, and I am scheduled to take courses with them. I'm taking their Protector 1 course. You just can't be as big and as heavy as I am anymore. The times are changing. So with that comes along this. Rucking, you really want to ruck. Everyone says, well, you need at least a 25-pound bag. You need to ruck X amount of miles. That's great. That's dandy. We do 2 miles a day, 6 days a week. My bag is 20 pounds. My wife's bag is something like 18 pounds. Trust me, you're a massive sweat at the end, okay? You're going to get it done. I want to actually get up to the 30-ish pounds. It may even require getting a little bit bigger of a bag and tossing this as my son's next get-home bag. But my wife got a Vertex 2.0 bag, and I took it for one little stroll around. Little quick hike with the dog. Fell in love with the bag. It is the most comfortable fitting backpack I have ever used. So I had to go out immediately and obviously spend money and buy one. Sip of coffee. Now, really, the stuff that she wanted me to touch base on was how versatile the straps are. I know, that's weird, right? It's like, oh, well, cinch your backpack down. Well, she's a small frame person. For me, the way it was, factory setup, was excellent. It fit right on. My cross strap went directly across the center, across my chest. It was great. But she says, they need to make bags for women. We have things out front. I'm like, okay, well, these bags are fully adjustable for the straps. And it blew her mind. So these straps are actually fully adjustable. You just pinch these. That comes off. You slide out this loop, and you can move that wherever you want it. I'm not going to reset up mine because I like where mine is. From the factory, they give you these little plastic carabiners. You can hook more things onto it. Lately in the rain and everything else, I carry a rain fly for my bag. This rain fly, and I will leave a link to it, and the name and the brand and everything. I actually ended up, when I bought this one, it was sold out like within the next day. But the cool thing about this rainfly bag is it becomes a little baggie in itself. It all goes in, tuck your straps in, it zips shut, and with that little carabiner that comes with the Vertex bags, it's now hooked onto my bag. It doesn't have to go in the pack. There are things like, hey, you want to carry your car keys, or you want to clip certain items onto you. Maybe it is a strobe so that people can see you at night if you're in an urban area. I chose black for my bag because I don't want to be seen. Do I have a strobe that I can put on while I'm in the neighborhood? Absolutely do. My dog has a strobe. We're trying to rehab him in the process too, because he's had some hip issues, and we got him on some good medication, and he is doing fantastic. He's losing weight faster than us. It's no surprise. So, meat and potatoes of a bag. As a Ruck / get home bag, EDC, you're going to bring this with you every day. Say you're a commuter and you're going in and out of a major city. You want your first line gear to be up front, right? So what do you need first? Say it's dark. Well, I need something first. If you're not carrying a flashlight in your pocket, which you should, it doesn't matter what the size, what the rating, what the lumens are. Something 150 lumens and above is a great little pocket light. 300 lumens and above is a great little pocket defensive light. But you want something a little bit more long term. So, first thing in, I have a headlamp. Come right out, I have a headlamp. I have a spare set of safety glasses. compass, so I know what direction I'm going in. I will be taking a land nav course very soon, and that's going to come in handy. Hopefully I'm, let's just say more physically fit to take that land nav course. I keep hearing protection because I am a firearms instructor and I am a range officer, and I periodically have to go check on the ranges, and if I forget my actual ears, I need it. I'm hiking with my dog currently. Poop bags for the dog. Yeah, it's senseless stuff, but you kind of need it very quick when you need it, right? So it goes in what I call first line gear. All right? Pen, paper, map. Now these maps are really cool. It's from National Geographic. Mine is the Northeast. It's by Northeast 360. But the map is completely waterproof. You can submerge it in a bucket, open it back up, and it will work just fine. You want waterproof, tear-resistant map with you of at least your location in a more detailed thing. What next? Bug spray, nail clipper. You break a nail if you're a woman or a guy. You rip one off because you're reaching through your bag and you get it clipped. Two, there's a lot of things that you can use a nail clipper for other than nail clipping. All right? A lot of survivalists will throw a nail clipper in their bag. Next up, first line gear, red zipper is all my fire starting stuff. I have ferro rods, I have Bic lighters, I have stormproof, windproof matches, I got a little tiny bag of tinder, cotton swabs. Look at my tinder cotton swab. I believe it was the video with my stove, the little camp stove, emergency stove. So that's first line gear. You always set up your first line gear. Another good first line things that you can think of as first line gear, a multi-tool. Now, I don't have that stuff as first line gear. I have that in the let's call the CCW pocket. Second section of first line gear, because there are two pockets here, you just don't kind of notice. The second one is our top pocket. Top pocket is just that. You can actually rip it away, and I have a IFAK. It is a rip away IFAK. Now it's in my hand, so I can do work on myself and others. I have a RATS Gen 2 tourniquet because I have children, and these tend not to work well. There is another excellent tourniquet. It's called the SWAT T, but it's hit or miss with me. I've used them a lot in trainings. You get blood all over them, and guess what? They tend to get a little difficult to maneuver with. Everything in here on the March algorithm, everything from airways, chest seals, all the jazz, emergency blankets, all the stuff. I live in a major city, and I am in law enforcement, so we keep Narcan at the ready in this pocket. What else do I have in my pocket? I have a very large SOE emergency blanket. This thing can be used as a blanket alone. It's super heavy duty plastic. And you can use it as a shelter as well. A little bit of paracord. And there's room to grow. If I decide to go any bigger, or I decide, hey, this is flopping around too much, I can take that poncho liner and for the bag, make it disappear. It's a great little system. I like that Vertx made this so modular, this bag. Hides away, zip up the zippers. Now, these bags, and I'm saying I want to get up to 25 to 30 pounds. Ideally, I want to be at 30 pounds, right? Maybe here or over. It is difficult to get those, but with proper organization, as you see, things are in pouches, things are in places. You can put a serious amount of weight in this. Actually, I believe I'm up to about 22 pounds now that I think of it, because I've added a lot to it. It has 2 drink holders, but you don't have to use them necessarily as drink holders. I do have extra water with me, but you can take, say, your raincoat, stuff it in here. If you have a nice lightweight hiking raincoat, stuff it in here so you have some wind protection. That'll free up another section of your bag for clothing, vice versa. My other side has my Nalgene bottle. It's been on multitude of videos. Check it out. Inner side of the bag, I have a set of glow sticks. You can buy these at Home Depot. They're like 6-hour glow sticks, 7-hour glow sticks. I have some extra pens because I always lose and need and use pens. I have a quick deploy CRKT knife. I love this knife. It's excellent, but it just doesn't wear well in the pockets, so it is in the bag. Next compartment is all my electronical stuff. You go from batteries. I am very into, hey, whatever I carry for a flashlight, I have spare batteries of. My backup flashlight in here, I have spare batteries of, including these. My headlamp runs off of AAAs. My backup flashlight in here runs off of AAAs. Charger cable cords, and a charging bank that is also a flashlight. You look at the old prepper mindset of 2 is 1, 1 is none, 3 is better. Well, I have a third lighting device in my bag. It can charge 2 USB ports. It has a single USB 2, I believe that is, to charge the unit, or you can just leave it out in the sun. And its built-in solar panel will charge it. I think it was like 17 bucks. Like, it's Chinesium, but you know what? It is pretty rock solid. I've recharged my Galaxy Note like 3 times off of this thing before it was even remotely almost dead. The lights, if you just hold it, it's on. Hold it again, it's off. Turn it back on, and then you can rotate through SOS, you know, the flashy light, do whatever you need. And then on top of that, it has one of those cheap little water-filled jazz compasses. But you know what? It's a second compass. 2 is 1, 1 is none. So that's just that. That pouch has become the electronics house. My main area of my bag is always going to have my Shimog up front. It's great, gets you out of smoke, covers up your face, does whatever. We're still in the tail end of winter, so I still have a set of winter gloves, and I have a nice wool-lined hat and a second face cover inside, wool-lined, wool socks, a bandana. We can probably lose the bandana with the Shimog, but like I said, next in is this pocket here. We pull out that pocket. That is water filtration. That's a Sawyer Mini. And also the clamp that holds my Nalgene bottle over a fire if necessary. Moving deeper, yep, everything is in plastic bags, inside of plastic bags, because if it gets wet, it doesn't ruin things. In here I have quick snacks, kind bars, nuts, different things like that. I have coffee, powdered coffee from Black Rifle. I have liquid IV because, you know, you're doing 8 miles, 10 miles home, you're going to need to replace a lot of your salts and everything else. Some Zip pick-me-up stuff. I have the fold-out stove with a second set of lighting materials in here. There's also a little bandsaw, another ferro rod inside of here, and some matches. Several ways to make fire. And if my survival situation, my get home situation, is going to take more than one day, I have lifeboat food. I believe this one is 2,400 calories. So rationed out, easily 3 days, 4 days if you push it. The cool thing about this is whether you're in a city or you're out in the desert or something like that, lifeboat food doesn't require you to drink a lot of water to be able to eat it. Most foods require you to be hydrated. Most people going into a emergency situation are already dehydrated because people don't hydrate enough as it is. So, something to think about. Hence why I also carry water on me. I carry 3 bottles of water plus a weigh pouch. Now, it does have straps. You can put a hydration bladder in. There are pass-throughs for that, or anything like headphones and stuff, but most people use wireless now anyways. But now on to the nitty-gritty. What makes this bag special to me? Where I carry a kinetic device all the time, you have a very large pull tab where you can put stuff of what is. So, sorry, camera died for a second, but this tag, you can just put whatever you want on it. It is called a quick pull tab. I don't know why they don't have 2, but it is what it is. I believe you're supposed to break it to one side of your shoulder and go with it. I have all of my backup stuff. I have a fixed blade knife. I have my paracord, which is also survival cord. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? Come on, you're the cameraman. You can see what I'm doing? Okay. So there's paracord in here. When I'm organizing stuff that doesn't have any kind of hook and loop on it, because most of this bag all has hook and loop in it, in their own proprietary type. Go out to Home Depot. I got some hook and loop straps, and I was able to attach my knife firmly with just one little quick pull. The knife comes out. It's Carno blade. It is fantastic. You don't need to know how to use a knife sufficiently. You just need to know how to actual fight and punch. Then comes my spool tool with survivor cord. Survivor cord is kind of the best thing I have seen since sliced bread, right? And that's what that old American phrase is. Inside of here, it's not just paracord. It has your 6 or 7 strands of paracord in here, but it also has snare wire. It has fishing line in here. It has a wax covered fire starter in here. When you cut it open, it has different strings. I will put a picture in here of what those strings are and what they look like. So here's the pictures of what's inside. You have your wax jute. You have all your different things. Copper line for snares. All the good hiking, fishing, hunting, and survival stuff. Back to the video. And it works just like paracord. It also has Kevlar line in it that you can use to sew up stuff, including yourself, if you're in that bad a way. It does have a cutter built into it and a place to put a baby lighter, but you know, where everyone in the world has stopped smoking, I've actually been pretty hard to find a lighter that actually fits in this. I really wish they made it for a large lighter, but I digress. Maybe that's that next upgrade, Spool 2.0, something like that. Next up, I use hook and loop fasteners for my 2 spare kinetic device. You know, your spare magazines go in here. That's what I like to utilize this for. Next up, OC spray, because, you know, what we don't want to end, we just might want to deter. That could be people, 2-legged animals, 4-legged animals. I keep a Leatherman Wave in here. It's fantastic. So I got these two mag pouches. They work excellent. Backup flashlight, stream light, does all the stuff. Buzz-related cranial, yeah, hit people in the head with it. Yeah, that works. Now, this is Molly. And Vertex has made a insert that will allow you to molly. They have them in 2 molly, 3 molly, and I think 4 molly padding. That hooks to their hook and loop proprietary. You put your molly device onto it, and now it becomes hook and looped to where it needs to go. Now, this is a lot of stuff in a small bag that I carry all the time. One last caveat to the bag, and I don't like to talk about school shootings and stuff. I'm actually trained to go in to shootings like that. And, you know, how good's your training? They didn't give us great training, but it is training. And I am one of those people that believe carrying a kinetic device and using it to save lives is better than wishing well sensitive thoughts to others. This allows you to put in armor, as I've highlighted in the previous bag video. But again, you can organize your bag, you can fit all kinds of stuff, and this is going to get that armor, and that will push me up to my 30-pound weight limit for my rucking. So this is just to show you this little bag, and it's not that little, and it's not as large as your big hiking bags, can fit a tremendous amount of stuff when it's organized. I will leave links to the companies that make all of this organization stuff. It's pretty fantastic. Vertex also, for this back panel, not everybody wants to be John Rambo, but they do want a little bit of extra organization. They make pouches that will go in here, and now you just have more organizational. Say you're doing day hiking, or a 2-day or a 24-hour hike, or a 48-hour hike. You can put, you know, an insert here with your clothing, socks, rations, whatever you need in this bag. It's pretty fantastic. One last thing that I didn't even realize until recently on my last hike, there are small little sewn in sections on this back pad that you can slide stuff through. If you want to put in paracord, you can fill this whole section with paracord and have it pull out. It also allows you a larger section. Say you're running, you're rucking, and you want to take your sweatshirt off. You can pull your bag off. You can slide your sweatshirt through here, and it can sit there. It's a huge, huge pass-through. They've just really thought of a lot of stuff. Now, this bag, it's probably going to go to my son eventually. Sorry for kicking the camera. And I'm going to go with their, I believe this series is called the Overlander. Just a little bit bigger. It's, instead of a 20 to 25 liter bag, it's a 35 liter bag. So when you're talking about liters and everything else, and Americans don't use that, it is probably going to be about a 6-inch bigger or taller bag, because I want to carry some other things in my bag that's a little bit bigger, including my gas mask in it. Recently, I've had to do some work where I wish I had it with me. Okay, and yeah, that's just that. So we're gonna go back to the rucking part of our section. Hit me up in the comments if you want. If I can get to them, I will. I just want to thank all of our new subscribers. You know, this channel in the last couple of months has really built up. Thank you. Back to the video. So, this is Christian from Northeast 360. Keep moving forward. Get out and rock.